we are discussing about a ruler today who gave up war. Can you think that a king, mostly we are discussing about a time when all the kings, they concentrated just to spread their land. That was a time when the kings are grabbing land from each other. I am talking about a time when Alexander the Great, he came to India, he invaded India. He then after the war fought with Puru, he left India just only by seeing a huge Magadhan army, that his soldiers felt that they cannot fight with them anymore. And being a king of such a mighty place, Magadha, a king gave up war. A king preached for non-violence. A king first time had shown that interest, that whatever he followed, that must be followed by his next generations also, and that is the reason he started writing them down. The first thing we got written history, that is from the great king Ashoka. Before I come to before I start telling you about Ashoka, I need to tell you something about his family, from where what is the family clan he belongs. After Alexander the Great, he left India, there was a vacuum, because Nanda dynasty at that point of time in Magadha, they are ruling, and the last Nanda ruler, Dhanananda, he was a very bad ruler. He was very cruel. He hardly has any interest to do some betterment for his subjects. So this was a time when a young boy, he was a youth, and he was searching for some opportunity, that he has an eye on Magadha. He wanted to rule on Magadha and give people a better life to live. He was Chandragupta Maurya. With help of his friend, philosopher and guide Chanakya, a Brahmin with a huge knowledge in politics, with a very good knowledge in economics. Even today, his books in politics and economics, the Arthashastra, that is very much meaningful even today in India, in the world of politics. Maybe it is in India, maybe outside the world. These two people, they joined their hand together to destroy Nanda dynasty and give the people of Magadha a peaceful and good life that they deserve for. So Chandragupta Maurya was the first king who uprooted Nanda dynasty by killing its last ruler Dhanananda, and he was the king of Magadha. He established this dynasty that is called Maurya Dynasty. Why it is called as dynasty? What is the meaning of that word? Dynasty means when a clan, a family clan is ruling a place one after another, generation after generation, we call it as dynasty. So it was started by Chandragupta Maurya along with Chanakya as his minister, prime minister Chanakya. We find that this is a time when there are several cities in this in the northern India, that is Patliputra, Takshila, Ujjaini. Takshila was the gateway to the northeast. At the same time, Ujjaini lay in the route of north to south India. So Ujjaini was the place which actually was the bridge between north and south India. And many officials, they started, now this is a time not only in the city, a group of officials were appointed to help king, to serve the king for the administrative purpose. In the villages, there were farmers and herders. They are mostly in the central part of India. We have found there was a forest. Now even the people, those who are living in the forest, those people also, they need to collect some of the natural things like honey or other forest made thing, and they either trade or supply it as taxes to the king. These emperors, they need more resources because they need to rule that entire area. They need more resources. So to do that, they appointed some of the officials to get taxes for common people. These taxes can be of two type, cash or kind. They can pay by the means the king is asking, like by the jewelries they have, by the money, by the means of money. Mostly it was part of their production. If they are in agriculture, mostly the 1/6 part of their production they had to pay for tax. Even the other occupation people also, they need to pay taxes. The king utilized those taxes in the form, even they can give 1 day work, whatever they are, they can work for 1 day for the king or for the city. That also was considered as tax. These all was actually utilized to develop the city, to develop for the development of the common people. Ruling the empire, it was not that easy at that point of time. You cannot imagine today when a political leader, if they want to come to Hyderabad, our president is coming to Hyderabad, maybe it is taking 2.5 hours of time, and he is reaching here. He can easily discuss some important issues with our CM, and immediately went back to the immediately can go back to Delhi and again resume his work there. But it was not that easy at that point of time. So the king has to depend on many people, those who can give him continuous messages, news from his nearby villages. So Mauryan kings, we have seen that they appointed many messengers, those who are continuously on move to pass on news, the news for the common people to the king. Here we have seen that espionage system, that is a spying system, in Mauryan time, it was very much improved. It was first started by Chandragupta Maurya. Even at the time of Ashoka, we have seen that it was developed a lot, and these spies was given such a big responsibility that even if the king is sleeping, they were allowed to enter in the bedroom to give some important message to the king. That was the priority given to these spies. There were many other areas of the provinces. Every province, it has its own capital, and mostly the royal princes, the prince, they were given responsibility to look after the provinces under the king. Now these beside, there were areas between these centers. Here the Mauryas, they built road, they controlled those areas, that whoever is passing, they have to pay some taxes. Everything was utilized properly for the development of their city Patliputra or the nearby villages, the requirement of the royal places also. Here we have seen that the people, either they are giving taxes or the traders they are giving as tribute. The traders used to give tribute whenever they are coming and they want to do some trade in the major cities like Ujjaini, like Patliputra, like Takshila, because they need to please the ruling authority at that place. They are carrying lots of things with them. They need protection. Even they need to utilize the marketplace to sell out their product. So they used to give a tribute to the king or the ruling authority. There, even in the forested region, the tribal, the people, those who are in the forest, they used to give elephants gift, or elephants or timber or honey or whatever the nature made products they can collect, they used to give it as tribute to the king. Taxes were different, understand that, and tribute was different. Tax was fixed, that they have to give tax, fixed by the authority for staying under the authority, by means of getting security and all other whatever the betterment in the lifestyle they expect. they need to pay tax to the king. Tribute was different. Tribute was not like tax, because these people are not the direct subject of the ruling authority. Tribute was something that was given maybe for a particular time period, in a particular time period when they are visiting the place, or they want some advantage from the ruling authority. So these are the major differences between tribute and taxes.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.